My name is Dr. Jerry Brown, and I want to share with you some very vital information. This information could affect the very core of this country. It can even affect the very core of our homeland security, and even your greatest possession, your family. I want to also give thanks to all my military personnel all over the world, those that make the great sacrifice to protect and serve. Always remember, you're never forgotten. This information I want to share with you today is what I believe to be some of the most vital information of our lives. One of the greatest threats to this great homeland is not just a tornado, it's the killer tornado. When I was in the military, I served the 101st Airborne Division Air Assault in the 82nd Airborne Division, and now retired combat veteran. What gives you the flexibility in the military to be quickly moved through a combat zone? It's a combat suit. Equipment needed to help you better maneuver in a combat zone. It's just additional protection. As a scuba diver, Navy SEALs, we use a scuba suit that gives them the ability to maneuver in a water environment. As a firefighter, firefighters use a fire suit. This gives them the ability to fight fires with additional protection. Even an astronaut out in space, they use a space suit. It just gives them the additional protection they need to survive in that environment. What happens right now if your family is suddenly hit by a killer tornado? What difference would it make if they had some type of additional protection? America, I present to you SAG. It's your additional protection in the event you are hit with the killer tornado. As a soldier, myself, I know the importance of having additional protection. While on recruiting command in Minneapolis, Minnesota, my life flashed before me, crouched down in an apartment building hallway, waiting for a killer tornado to strike. As I checked my surroundings, I saw the little children with their parents. They had house slippers on, they had house coats on, waiting for a killer tornado to hit. I saw the animals in their little animal cages, and I thought to myself, this is not going to be good. Imagine a killer tornado strikes. Everyone is standing there with no additional protection. I had the thought that if they only had SAG, it would provide the additional protection. Even in your own house, if you're hit by a killer tornado, even while driving your car, the training says, get out of your car, get into a ditch with no protection. What if you had to get into a makeshift shelter? Wouldn't it be great to have SAG? It's not the maximum protection, but it's additional protection. SAG, Tornado Storm Action Garment, would add an additional measure of personal protection during high-speed windstorms and tornadoes. The garment would allow the individual to move with additional protection. SAG is equipped with a series of beacons and safety features. In addition to the unit's durable construction, it's portable, it comes with variable sizes, breathable, heavy-duty, lightweight garment will cover the entire body. The SAG will provide the wearer with additional survival features if the devastating effects of a natural disaster should trap them underneath the debris. I realize that there must be additional ways for individuals to protect themselves and their families. I designed SAG because being prepared for the worst can make the difference between life and death. SAG, it just makes sense. SAG is essential additional protection for our rescue personnel while rescuing others hit by a natural disaster. The final question, does it work? Let me give you a simple example. In a combat situation, a chemical alarm detects a deadly chemical in the area. At that warning point, I didn't smell, taste, or feel the deadly chemicals, but the machine is made to early detect chemicals. You only have 8 seconds from the time the chemical alarm sounds. I put on my protective mask. I clear my protective mask. I seal my protective mask. And then I cover my protective mask with my protective hood. This is just additional protection that allows me to live long enough to put on my protective chemical suit. Now my team can leave the area and go to safety. Simple answer. If I did not have that additional protection, I would be dead. There's a Bible story about Noah. He built an ark. I'd rather have an ark than not have an ark, for those that know that story. You hear a weather alert, a killer tornado watch, then a tornado warning. You have 20 to 30 minutes. Yes, you can put on SAG in just a matter of minutes.
The invention has numerous benefits for the general population and natural disaster responders. It helps prevent injury and fatality, aiding in easier location and timelier rescue. Overall, it promotes safety and peace of mind. SAG features multiple high-density polystyrene foam pads in its interior lining, a face shield, a flashing light, and a sound beacon. The suit is producible from polyester or nylon and includes vented underarms, reflective strips on its exterior, and a survival kit in chest area pockets. The survival kit contains emergency energy bars, bandages, and related items. SAG is ideal for anyone who wants reliable protection against tornadoes or other such natural disasters. In the event of a tornado or other deadly storm, the user puts on the suit and covers his or her face. The strategic padding protects vulnerable parts of the body from impact. The light and sound beacon assist rescuers in finding and helping the user during or after the event. If help is delayed, the survival kit aids the user in attending to injuries and sustaining him or herself until help does arrive. The inventor created this because when he was in the military, he was in charge of maintaining and enhancing NBC, nuclear, chemical, and biological protective gear. The experience informed him enough to develop effective personal protection for tornado victims.
No different. I'd rather have the additional protection than not to have it. It just makes sense. In the event I'm in my vehicle, I'm hit by a killer tornado, I can get out my car, grab my SAG from my trunk. Within minutes, have additional protection to leave the area or to get to cover. In my home, when I'm in the lowest room, in a closet, or in the bathtub, without SAG, that's just basic protection. But with SAG, it's additional protection. Additional protection can mean the difference between life and death. SAG. It has a slogan on the chest that says, "Always remember that you're never forgotten." And those words goes out to all the law enforcement, military, safety, and rescue personnel all over this great country. Even as a memorial to our loved ones that may have been lost because of natural disasters. Always remember that you're never forgotten. Even those persons that may be trapped, waiting to be rescued, they'll have the slogan on their chest, "Always remember that you're never forgotten." SAG is just additional protection. This is Dr. Jerry Brown. You deserve to be protected. I've served 20 years in the military, serving and protecting, and now I'm able to protect and serve. God bless you.